Hi, welcome back to Knit for Brains podcast. This is episode 148 of our knitting, crocheting, sewing, needlework, whatever craft we're working on. So I'm by myself this time. I finally recovered from being sick. Took quite a while. And now Karen's feeling under the weather. So I didn't want to wait another 2 weeks because, guys, I've got like 13 FOs. So I decided just to go ahead and do this thing. Our usual, still located 60 miles south of Chicago in Bradley, Illinois. You can find us, we have a Ravelry group, we have a Facebook group, we are on Instagram, and then also have an Etsy store, which is Knit for Brains Designs. And we are going to go ahead and talk about the Etsy store first, because we have some stuff going on over there, and I am going to try not to bury my phone. Okay, so let me show you the new bags, the bags that I've put in there since we've recorded last. Ooh. Okay, we have, I think this is called Gnome Wonderland in the sock size drawstring. The inside fabric is the same as the top here. Medium, I've got one of the Gnome Wonderlands left is all. On that. Oh, nope, I'm sorry. I just found another one. 2. Also in gnomes, I've got Hanging with My Gnomies in the medium drawstring. I've got 2 of the festive drinks in medium. And then for the new wireframe bags, I've got the Gnome Wonderlands, something like that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 5 of those guys. And then Hanging with the Gnomies, I've got 1 of the wireframe bags of that one. So that's all the new things, I believe, that I've added since we recorded last time. But want to let you know, all the other bags in my shop right now, bags and yarn, are the ones I just showed are normal price. But all the ones I'm going to show here on out, all the other ones are 25% off from now until Halloween. So I'm going to run through them really super quick just so that you know what's in there. Oh, shoot. That did not work very well. Hold on. Okay, we'll do yarn first because I do not have a whole lot of that. I have 2 fingering weight skeins of the Friday Night Lights left. That is really pretty, very Halloween-y. I've got 1 of the Autumn Leaves, also fingering weight, which is the 75-25. I have got 3 of, the 1000 Yellow Daisies, and this one is 80-20. So I got 3 of those. So that's it on the yarn. There's not a whole lot of yarn in there right now, but those are all 25% off. And then we will zoom through sock bags, if I can grab them. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm about ready to... There we go. Flip-flops. Gilmore Girls. Jack-o'-lanterns. This one was called No Crows Allowed. The vintagey looking Halloween, I have 2 of those. And I also have 2 of the butterflies, which looks almost like a tie-dye. I have 1 of the Schitt's Creek sock bags left. So that's it for sock bags. Next up will be medium. Told you I'd go through these really quick. 1 of the flower trucks. 2 of the butterflies. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the vintage Halloween. I have 2 left of the Hocus Pocus. I have one of the ghosts with the haunted house. One Mickey Mouse. Again, everything I'm showing now is 25% off. Two of the skeletons. Three of the No Crows. One Seinfeld. Two of the Gilmore Girls. Oh, I did not know I had any of this left. I might want to take one of these. Two of the Haunted Houses. One Cornucopia. And then I do have a couple wireframe bags that are also included in the 25% off, and I do mean a couple. It is two of the Gilmore Girls are also included in the 25% off. So all of that is in the Etsy store, the Knit for Brains designs. Okay. Got that out of the way. Remember, only on sale until Halloween. And today is, what, Sunday the 23rd. This probably won't go up until tomorrow, so Monday. Karen's not here to do the weather update. It was, I forgot to turn my watch off. Hold on. Let me put it on vibrate. Okay. It was really cold. Well, Karen would say it was really cold. Well, we did have one day that was, like, the high was 39. So it was definitely chillier. Now we're back up in the 70s, close to 80s. So it can't make up its mind what it wants to do. And, of course, windy. Always windy. But it was nice yesterday. I finally was feeling better. So I was able to get back outside and go for my walk yesterday morning. And it was quite lovely. So I plan to go out there tomorrow too. So there's that. All right, guys, since I was sick, I did have a few days where I did absolutely nothing, other than sleep. And then after that, I was starting to be up for longer, but wasn't able to, like, really do anything, like, major that, took a lot of energy, that sort of thing. So I was knitting. I have 13 FOs today. Now, not all of them are knitting. Some of them are other crafting, so I'll try to just kind of mix those in there a little bit. I'll start with the one that's down on the floor next to me. I went to the Dollar Tree, and I had done this like back before I got sick, and had the stuff sitting there and just never put it together. And I actually made two of these, so this is two FOs. I already gifted the other one. And I had purchased a little pail, which you'll see in a second, and then some artificial flowers, that sort of thing, to make a little arrangement. So the pail says Gnome Sweet Gnome. And then I got like a little cute arrangement in there for fall. So this is going to end up being a display along with, well, they might be wrapped up. I might not be able to show you guys. Maybe, let me see. Yeah, I can get to them. I went to Michael's and I bought two of these, which was a really good deal because it was, they were 60% off. So basically, I'm going to have this in the center and then a pumpkin on each side. So I'm not sure. I think it will probably go on my living room table once Halloween is over, until Christmas stuff goes out. Because right now I have, anybody that follows me on Instagram, oops, would have seen my picture. I lost my phone. I also, at the Dollar Tree, quite a while ago, purchased a Halloween tree and little ornaments, and then I had that out there and it looked a little plain, so I went back to the Dollar Tree again to find a couple pumpkins to go with it and some spider web. So I have that up on the table in the living room, and it's really, it was pretty cute for, well, I can't say $1. I mean, it was from Dollar Tree, but $1.25. So, And so yeah, I had made 2 of those, and I did gift one of them already. All right, let me see what I got next. Okay, this one is like nothing spectacular. It's a dishcloth. I knitted in Knit Picks Dishy. And I don't know the color because I know the tags, I don't think these tags that are in here are actually the right ones. No. So I finished 1 dishcloth. And I use the free pattern, Grandmother's Favorite Dishcloth. And I believe I knit it exactly to size. I do. The only thing that I do differently is they call for a size 6 or 7 needle. I want to say, yeah, I'm knitting on an 8. I use an 8. Which I have, this is the only time I use knitting needles that are not like circular. And these are signature needles that I have just for knitting dishcloths. So I only had a little bit left because I think I had already knit some dishcloths out of this. So after the podcast, what I will do is this will stay in this bag. I will add a new ball of Dishy in there and throw on my stack of knitting that sits next to me on the couch. That way when I want something that's just easy peasy, quick to do, it'll be next to me. All right. Up next, and this was an older one that was sitting there. I had previously, I don't remember what the yarn is because it was just leftover yarn. It was really pretty. And I had previously made a Christmas ball. That was my first one. Well, yesterday I made a second one. It was really cute. And I have a ton of these balls, so I think when I put stuff away for after the podcast, what I will do is grab a couple more of the clear balls and put in this bag. And maybe grab some yarn from here. I have enough to do a couple more of the blue ones, but I might save this for my scrappy blanket. The pattern I'm using is, I have no idea. And I believe it's a free pattern. Balls Up. And it actually gives you the pattern to do like the fancier ones, and I'm just doing knitting them plain. So that's the pattern I'm using. Okay. That's it back up. Oh, let me see what else we got. We will do a non-knitting one. So then I did some diamond painting. And I actually did 2 of these, but yet again, one of these was gifted. So I had these stickers that you could diamond paint. So I diamond painted them. And then, yet again, I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought some little notebooks. And I put them on the notebooks. So this was one of them. And the other one, oops, I actually have a picture because it was gifted. So I did those. Oops, I guess I can delete that now. I just saved it so I could show you guys. All right. So then we'll do a knitting one. Oh, keep it interesting. Oh, okay. This came out really pretty. All right, so I've been working on the Casapinka local yarn shawl from 2018. The yarns I was using, which I bet you I have enough left. I could do a pair of Journey socks, I think. Let me see. Okay, so this one is Woolberry Fiber Co. And the name is It's Magical. And this one is the Yarn at Home Mom for Thanksgiving dinners. Yeah. Put that down there. Ooh, and I even left the progress keeper on this. Okay, bear with me here. I don't have Karen to help hold this, so this should be interesting. So this was where I started. Where you see that stitch marker was where I was at. And then I finished all of this. So it is completely done. This is going to be a gift. And I love it. I think it came out so good. I don't know which way to go. There we go. So, yeah. This was a fun knit. It was interesting, but still easy enough that you could be involved in watching a TV show, because you know that's important to me. So, yeah. And it came out good size, too. Okay. Next up, we will go with another non-knitting. I finished a cross-stitch kit that I had bought when me and Karen went on that last shopping trip. It's a Mill Hill Painted Pumpkins Charmed Ornaments, and this is the Bewitching Pumpkin. So it came as a little kit with everything in there. And I think I'm going to put this near my Halloween tree out on the table. And look how cute it is. It came out really good. So I finished that one. I have no idea what's in each bag, so bear with me here. Okay. These are a pair of the Journey socks. The yarn is Night Owl Fibers. Cookies for Santa is the colorway. And my friend had sent me half of her skein. And I have just a little bit left. And these actually took me longer than normal because the socks are the items I work on when we are out to eat or in the car, and I really wasn't going anywhere, so but I had to get those done. I do it the second one. So those came out really pretty. Just throw that down there. I am going to have such a mess. Okay, this one I do not have in a bag. The yarn is from Cherry Pie Cottage, and it is called Moo Moo. She dyed it specifically for me. Cherry Pie Cottage, speaking of her, Jenny, I was texting with her the other day, and I've actually seen a preview. She sent me, I don't remember if it was pictures or a video, so I have seen them. November 5th, she's having a shop update, and she will have mini sets and full skeins of Christmas yarn. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. And again here, Cherry Pie Cottage and she is on Etsy. So November 5th for her Christmas yarn. So this, I'm sorry guys. My sinuses and allergies are still bothering me. They're definitely better, but this crazy weather. So this is my pattern that I was working on, the cowl pattern. And when you saw it, I was not very far. I was right where that marker is. And guys, I finished it. Now you don't see the lace as well because obviously it's variegated. Kind of helps when I don't have it against the back. But I have started, because I typed it up, and then I printed it, and I started it in a solid color now as well, which you will see in whips. But I am quite happy with how this turned out. And it was actually, even though it was knit, or it was lace, it's a pretty simple lace. It's definitely lace you can do while working or while watching TV, that sort of thing. So, yeah. And it went fairly quick once I actually picked it up and got going. It flew off the needles, so. All right. We're getting there. Got a few more still. All right. These are Point Edwards mitts. The yarn is from Sin City Yarn. It does not have a colorway. It's pink and it sparkles. Oh, actually, I know I'm going to make a Christmas ball out of this too. I'm going to leave that out there. Now, this is my modified Point Edwards, because it's for my friend that does not like the fold over. She wants just the shorter version, which is fine. They're even quicker to knit. The pattern is for DK. I just hold fingering double. And that's another pair that will be going in her box of mitts. I have no idea how many I'm up to for her. I'll figure it out. When it's time to put up the Christmas tree, then I go digging into the craft room closet, which is where I've put stuff that I've knit for people or I've already purchased, because I've done quite a bit of buying things throughout the year. And I'll figure out how many I have knit for her. And I do already have another pair on the needles for her as well. Oops. So that was that bag. All right, this is another shawl. All right, the yarn is Arkansas Yarn Co. And it is Local Yarn Store Day 2021. And just a little note on Arkansas Yarn Co. I've previously showed her Sock Yarn Society subscription box. I think I've shown 2 of them now. She's opening signups up again November 1st. So if you're interested in getting into her subscription box, getting that once a month, November 1st, she will have that open again for signups. And of course, as usual, it will be, I'm sure, limited signups. So, this one is The Lone Skein by Hoagie. And this is another gift, I believe. Which way did I knit this? Okay, it would go that way. Okay. So, where the stitch marker is dangling, I can't do this. Well, I just kind of touched it. Right down there. From there to there was where I was at. And then I finished all the rest of that. I did not do tassels. I knew I was not going to do tassels when I started this because, yeah. I'm going to have to remember to go through these and take off all the progress keepers because I did not do that. So that was another big one done. Last FO. I went through those fairly quickly. Oh, okay. This is a pair of socks for Phil, Alicia's husband, the son-in-law. The yarn is from Whips on Sticks. The colorway is called Sisters. Where's his sock blocker? And that is, the yarn is fingering weight. So now because I did 12 DK weight socks for him. Now I'm switching to fingering weight socks, and I'm going to do a few. And I did them with the Magic Heel. That way I didn't really have to be that precise about where I was putting his heel. I know, I'm cheating, right guys? It's okay. So there's that. And I have the other one right here. So he will like those. Figured since I did them so many DK, now I'm going to try to do, I doubt I'm going to do 12 pairs of fingering. But I like to do a few at least. So those will go into the gift bag next. That's sitting right next to me. All right, I think, yeah, that's all the FOs. Speaking of gift knitting, we do have a knit along going on right now in our Ravelry group. There is a chatter thread and an FO thread. It is for the Gift the Knits knit along. And basically we've kind of turned it into Gift the Knits craft along. So anything that you're crafting, so knitting, crocheting, diamond painting, sewing, I don't know, that you are going to be gifting to somebody other than yourself can be entered into the knit along. As of this morning, we had 235 entries so far. Post in the chatter thread and in the FO thread because I will be drawing prizes from both of those. And the cal runs until December 25th. Speaking of December 25th, if you'd like to get some new yarn for the knit along, or for any gift knitting, or just for yourself for that matter, you can use code KFB20 and receive 20% off at Gypsy Yarns, who is on Etsy. We also have Amanda Rake Cole on Ravelry, which is KFB19 for 20% off any of the patterns in her Ravelry shop. I shouldn't talk and look at my notebook at the same time. Okay. Whips. Okie dokie. The first whip is another pair of finger and weight socks for the son-in-law. The yarn is from Crystal Skies Hand Dyed. And it's just called Red and Green Self-Striping. And these I am back to knitting them 2 at a time. Which it was kind of funny because I was knitting on a pair of Journey socks, which I do on DPNs, and my husband's like, why do you always knit on those now? I never see you doing how you used to. And then I ended up putting these on for 2 at a time. So I was like, see, I'm doing it. And if you see my progress keeper down there, it's a little Christmas tree. It's from Simply Serving. So got those going. I just worked on these a little bit because we went out to eat. So these are the car knitting now, which we're planning a trip. We're leaving Tuesday morning. We're going to Kentucky again, going to Buc-ee's and then doing a few other things. So this will be one of the projects that definitely come with me. Not sure what else I'm going to bring yet. I might have to definitely figure out more than that because it's like a 5.5 hour trip there. So that's, 5.5 hours of knitting and then 5.5 hours home plus just the general running around and stuff. And this is not going to last long enough. Okay. Up next is another... I'm sorry, guys. Another pair of Point Edwards mitts for Laura. Let's try and see if I can find the colorway. I know this is a yarn that she actually sent me, I believe. And it is... Who's it by? 100 Ravens. So I caked it up, holding it double. I just casted these on really quick last night. So I have those going. So these might actually... last time I brought DPNs in the car, I ended up dropping them down the seat numerous times. Because why would I do it just once? But who knows? I might bring these with. We'll see. So I got the ribbing done and just started going on into the hand part. So these are always really quick. And I'm using my special signature needles that were gifted to me. They never show up very good. It says Knit for Brains on there. Those are my needles for mitts because I knit so many of those. Get in there. So I have those in one of my sock bags. All right. And I was glad to work on that cowl I was designing because I can finally use, because it was in my Moo bag. So I get to use it again. So this is the second one that I'm knitting. And let me tell you about the yarn. It is from Night Owl Fibers. Why do I have stitch markers in the bottom of my bag? That kind of scares me. Hopefully they did not come off. What's the name of it? Okay, Night Owl Fibers Blue Suede Shoes. Oh, I see why they're in there. I had a bag of stitch markers, and I'll bet you at some point they opened up, or I didn't have them sealed right. So I made myself put this away because I probably honestly could have had this done the other day, but I knew I would not have time to block it again before the podcast. I might bring this with me. Guys, I just want to bring all the knits with me. That's so bad. Why? I always pack way more than I need as far as knitting goes. So I think I've got one repeat done. Let's see if I can show this to you better. I got one repeat done so far of the lace, I believe. And this is honestly, even, like I said earlier, even though it's lace, it's not a big deal, especially if you have your stitch markers in. Like I did do a stitch marker placement in the actual pattern. Because I brought this to Knit Night with me on Thursday, and I was able to knit on this and carry on conversations with the ladies. No problem whatsoever. And then I also am using my little Yorkie stitch marker. I just ordered the charm and made it into a stitch marker myself. My little stitch stoppers, which are from, I say it's Fox and Pines. So yeah, I'm very happy about how this is. This should probably be done next time, I would say. Although I shouldn't say that, because every time I say something like that, and then I get distracted. But once it is done, I will be taking pictures. Like I said, I have the pattern all typed up. I just need to take the pictures, get everything to my husband. He's the one that actually sets up, formats the patterns and all that stuff. So once that's done, then I will be listing the patterns. I put them in the Etsy store. They're on, all my patterns are available in my Etsy store. Okay, what's next? Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay, this one's barely started, but what the heck. I'll show you anyways, just so you know what I've been up to. It is another Mill Hill cross-stitch kit, and it's the ceramic tree. And what is going on there? Whoop. And I just got it started there. So that'll gradually, here and there, be worked on. I don't even know if I'll have it done for Christmas. Not a big deal if it's not. Because I know there's other things I have to have done for Christmas. So, we'll see. Sweater. I said for I don't know how many days that I was going to work on this, and it did not happen. I did work on it, but I only did about 35 rows. But I did also end up trying it on because I wanted to make sure. A lot of times the sweaters are not big enough in the arms for me because I want to be able to have a t-shirt on without, you know, having that like crumbled up look on the sleeve. So I tried it on because it looked good size, and I did not think I wanted to do the decreases like they wanted me to do because I didn't want that rumpled t-shirt look. So I tried it on and it's actually good. Like it's good right now. And then I was debating, did I want it to do the short sleeves or did I want to do the long sleeves? And yeah, I don't know if I've figured it out yet. I think I'm doing long sleeves. But yeah, so I did get a lot of work done on my sleeve. And I'm using more Fox and Pine stitch stoppers. So I really need to get moving because really all I have is the sleeves and then going around and picking up around the whole thing and doing the front like it's a button band, but there's no buttons, so the front band, I don't know what they actually, I'm sure they call it something. What do they call it? I don't know. Anyways, I didn't tell you, the pattern is the Mama Vertebrae. Oh, they're just calling it body edging. Okay, so I need to do the body edging. The yarn is Miss Babs. Yowza. Colorway is Shining City. There's that. Kind of did that backwards, didn't I, guys? So this might come with me too. Are you guys laughing yet about how many things I think are going with me? Yeah. I did a little bit of work. Stay. My crocheted blanket. I think. I'm sure. Yeah, I did. So there's the stitch marker from stitch marker up, and I'm looking at it now on the screen, and I need to get some more. I've been kind of like lighter or paler, not so bold colors now, so I think I need to put some more pops of bright colors to break it up a bit. I don't plan it out, I just usually reach in, but yeah, I'm thinking I'll make a point of going back and doing some brighter ones now. Oh, I should move that stitch marker up. Okay, so the last whip that I was going to show you, I wasn't originally going to show you. And I didn't, well, I think, sorry. I hadn't started it, I don't think, last time we podcasted. But I had told Karen that I was going to be starting it, but I wasn't going to show it because I was afraid the person that I'm making this for would see it. I really don't think she's going to watch the podcast anytime soon because she has a lot going on. So, I'm going to go ahead and show it. It's going to be a gift. I could not find a fabric that had the particular thing on it that I wanted for making her a bag. So I found a cross stitch pattern. And I'm going to do that. And then make it into a bag. A project bag. Hold on. I'm gonna take my hoop off so you guys can see better. And yeah, Karen will laugh at me, but there I am with my old-fashioned wood hoops. Okay, hold on. Guys, I've done a lot on this. Look at that. So, I actually don't really have that much more to go. I have some spots here and there to finish up. And then I will iron this, get it all trimmed and measure and centered, and then it is going to be made into a project bag. So, I think that is coming out really cute. So one of the things, because this was my last whip, one of the things that I purchased, because I don't think I have one in here. I have the pattern keepers that are like magnetic and they fold. You can open them and, you know, I have the magnets and whatever. Well, I kept finding, I was trying to use that for the cross stitch pattern. But I kept finding because of where it folds, if I was working in that fold, you couldn't keep a magnet there, or it would move, and it was just annoying me. So I went on Amazon, and I just purchased a solid magnet board, and it came with all these magnets and the, oops, wrong way, the ruler, and it's just solid then. So it doesn't interfere at all anywhere with the magnets moving, like if you were to fold it and that sort of thing. So I did get that. And I did pick up on Amazon as well. It was when they were doing, what they do, it was like a early Black Friday thing or something for Prime members. And one of the things when I was scrolling through that popped up were these bags like what Karen had gotten. And I really did not need as many as what was in the original kit. And then I found a smaller one. Well, I still didn't really need that many, but to purchase one, was going to be just as expensive. It was, yeah. So I did get a few of these, and I do have one of my friends that she'll take a couple of them. So that would just fit in there. So this should be done. I don't know if it'll actually be sewn into a bag by next time, but I'm thinking the actual cross stitch of it should be done. So there's that. That was, yeah, that's my last whip. That. Okay. Now I'm running out of places to set stuff. Stay. Acquisitions. I actually have a couple this time, guys. So I kind of fell down the... Which one was first? That one I bought second. Okay, I did order these a little bit ago. And I did tell you that I had ordered some Schitt's Creek yarn clubs. Well, I got the first month of mine from Hank's Yarning Company. So I had ordered, because when I went in there at that point, she only had the 1 month available. So I ordered the 1 month. Since then, she listed the next 3 months, and it's the last, 3 months of the year. And then she's not going to do the Schitt's Creek club. She'll move on to a different club. So I went ahead and ordered the 3 months as well. So I will have that coming. So she is on Etsy, and it is Hank's Yarning Company. And with the club, there was a sticker. It says you sell you using I knew I'm not going to be able to say this again. I could say it before I looked at this, and now I can't. Okay, let me just show the sticker. And the yarn. Okay, she has the yarn. And this is the September colorway. It comes with the little mini. It's Ellavu Cosmetics is the colorway name. See, I had to stop looking at it because to me it's spelled very strangely, and my mind cannot, my mind does not work that way. Guys, this is really pretty. So that was my first one that came in. Well, then I ended up ordering from, because darn Instagram, the Little Wolf Knits, and she has her own website. Had a Schitt's Creek club as well. And this one is called Write It Off. And it's really pretty too. So I have to say, both of the clubs I am quite happy with. And, oops, I had to get some Schitt's Creek yarn because I made myself all those Schitt's Creek bags. So why would I not want yarn to go with it? So yeah, I really like both of these. So that was fun. And then one other thing I got. I ordered myself some silicone beads to use as needle stoppers. So I got a few different types. I guess I could probably leave them in the bag. So I do have a pair of, I don't know what shape this is. Words today. I do have a pair that are similar to this, but they're actually blue. But I liked that shape. Oh, I'm missing some. Where are my other ones? Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay. Then I ordered peppermint candies. A little sheep. And then, stay still. Pac-Man and Ghost. Which is what started it all. But, you know. Because I find I use my needle stoppers a lot, and I didn't have enough of them, obviously, for all my projects. So, yeah. So that was fun. So I got those. Throw those down there. Okay. That's all I got, though. Nothing else. And I don't think I really have, other than that, the Schitt's Creek that I'll get for the next 3 months. That's all I have ordered. I don't have anything ordered. I didn't order. Oh, I lied. I did not order advent calendars this year. Last year, I know I had ordered a few of like the Christmas self-stripings that people do, like the where they don't show you what it is necessarily. It's a surprise. I did order from one of those. Who did I order from? Freckled Whimsy. So this year I only have one striped yarn advent coming. The advent sock. The one skein. That's it. Well behaved, I'm telling you. Well behaved. All right. So, since the last podcast, what have I been doing other than being sick? Well, sick. Sewing. You guys always know sewing. I got into this cleaning mood all of a sudden. Deep cleaning, like, every room in the house and organizing. And it's always so nice, like, once you, like, really deep clean a room and you walk in, it's just like, ooh. I think I talked about this before. I take Peanut, the granddaughter, to dance classes. And they had started little man, Lucas, with dance classes, but Dad was having problems with him at class. I guess he took him 3 times and then was like, yeah, not doing it. So I didn't take Peanut to dance for 2 weeks because of being sick, and she didn't need to be near me. Dance parents didn't need to be near me. I just needed to be home. So last Monday it was time. I was good to go. Peanut was not good to go. She was not feeling it that night, which that's fine. But they asked me if I would take little man and try and see how he did with me, and I'm like, I'll try. We'll see. I mean, I can't. It might just not be his thing, even though he loves to dance at home. Maybe he doesn't like it. So I did take him on Monday. Lo and behold, he did wonderful. Guys, he did everything that teacher asked him to. I mean, he was just the sweetest little kid. When we went to leave, the teacher's like, oh, I can't. Wow, what a difference. He didn't cry. And he went up and gave her a hug goodbye. I don't know if it was a fluke. We'll find out this Monday. Because I will be taking him again. And if all goes well, then I guess Grandma is the permanent partner for him in dance class. Because he's still little, that he has to, go with somebody else. Which then means Grandma will have to be in recital. Joy. The things we don't do for our grandchildren, right? So, yeah. Along with a lot of knitting, I did a lot of TV watching. So my normal shows. And then, I can't remember. I think... I think I was still watching Without a Trace last time. I did finish that. Then I started watching In the Dark, which is a Netflix thing, I guess. It had 4 seasons. It was really good. Another Netflix one, which was only one season, was Devil in Ohio. And it has, I'm not good with names, it has the lady from, that's the main lady from Bones. She stars in it, so that was really good. Then I started watching Riverdale. I am on season 4. There's 6 seasons out right now. The 7th season will come out next year. It's good. Sometimes very weird. It's another one of those, though, that I cannot watch before I go to bed. So getting close to, a couple hours before I know I'm going to go, I switch over to something that's like less stuff going on. Because otherwise I dream about that all night. So yeah, not good. I read a book. I finished reading a book, but I can't remember. I'll try to bring that next time. And I started another book. Trying to think if there's anything else. I didn't show this time because it's kind of hard to show. I did work on Peanut's scrapbook as well. I believe I did about another 10 pages on it. I really need to get moving on it, seeing that I need to finish hers and do one of Little Man as well. Because, Christmas is creeping up on us. I think that's everything I have in my notes. Trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think so. So, a few reminders. Check out the sale in the Etsy store, Knit for Brains Designs. As always, and I will probably say it in the wrong order, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have not subscribed already. Join the knit along, gift the knits all the way through till end of December. Hopefully by next time, me and Karen will be on the same page and neither one of us will be sick. But I promise nothing. You never know with this crazy weather that's going on. So I think that's it. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.